Okay, guys, so I know some of you are desperate to start drawing some constituency syntactic trees, and I can understand that. I mean, uh, at some point in my life, I think that was my ambition too. But before we start drawing syntactic trees, we need to have a better understanding of what we mean by a constituent, because this kind of topic goes in stages. First, you need to know what a constituent is, and then you can draw syntactic trees. If you try to do things the other way around, you're going to get into a big mess. Okay, so let's have a look at constituency test number 5. It's called the did so to, or the does so to, or the do so to test. Okay, now this only works for verbal phrases. So we need to define which of these strings are constituents and which are not. And if we consider, for example, David left his car in the garage before bedtime, and Paul did so too. I'm sure you agree with me that did so too is replacing left his car in the garage, and the result is grammatical, and therefore that gives me evidence that left his car in the garage before bedtime is evidence that this is a constituent. This string of words is a constituent. Let's have a look at the tree. And look, left his car in the garage before bedtime. That all comes under one node. This VP node. So therefore, that is a constituent. Okay, cool. Let's try this one. David left his car in the garage before bedtime, and Paul did so after work. Now, this time, what we're testing is to see if left his car in the garage is this string of words, if this is a constituent. Well, let's see if we can replace it with did so. Well, let's find out. David left his car in the garage before bedtime, and Paul did so after waking up. We can see that did so is replacing that because the result is grammatical. So, left his car in the garage is also a constituent. Left his car in the garage. And because it's a constituent, it's under one VP. Okay, it's under one node of our tree. All right, let's have a look at this one now. David left his car in the garage before bedtime, and Paul did so in the street on Sunday. Now, that doesn't sound grammatical to me. This is what we call native speaker intuition. In linguistics, it's important to ask native speakers what they think, not what it says in a book, what they think. If the native speaker says, oh, that sounds weird, oh, that sounds bad, then that's called native speaker intuition. And the same, if the native speaker says, yeah, that sounds fine to me, that's perfect, then you're, no matter what language you're studying, you need to rely on native speaker intuition, okay? Because, you know, language is in the mind of the native speaker. Okay, so David left his car in the garage, and Paul did so in the street on Sunday. That is ungrammatical. That's why it's got this asterisk to say that that is bad grammatically. Okay, so therefore, left his car is not a constituent. Left his car is not all under one node of my tree. Okay, let's see if left is a constituent. David left his car in the garage before bedtime, and Paul did so his van in the street after waking up. Now, that has got another asterisk because it's bad. It doesn't sound good at all. It sounds really, really nasty. So therefore, left is not a constituent. And as we can see, it's not under one node of the tree. Okay? Well, and another one we could test to see if is his car in the garage before bedtime. Let's see if from his to bedtime is a constituent. David left his car in the garage before bedtime, and Paul abandoned did so too. No, I mean, it is complete nonsense. All right. So if it's complete nonsense, you add a little star, a little asterisk, and therefore, if it's not a constituent, it's not going to be under one node of your tree. If it is under one node of the tree, you're making a claim. You're saying this is a constituent. Okay? I hope this information helps, guys.